for Life and CHUNKA, respectively. Excuse me. Would like to point out that we did talk about how Mark and Nate were kind of playing on another level this weekend. And sometimes that makes the difference. It helps you to defy all odds and make some upsets. And we saw it twice. Number 1 and 2 seed, as you said, sitting in losers. At this point, I know they are itching to get that salty run back for whoever makes it out of winners finals to go to grand finals. The interesting part about this is that the loser of winners finals is going to drop down. I mean, the loser of winners finals will drop down to losers finals. So if either one of those seeds is able to do it and go all the way, a salty run back might happen on both sides of the pool.
There's a lot of salt left. The glory of a small double elim bracket. There's plenty of salt to go around. You got a little bowl and a lot of salt.
All right, so we are immediately going to go ahead and get started into our losers side match. You just saw him, fresh from play. You could say he's already kind of tuned in, ready to go. CHUNKA, Paul, going up against the future face of DDR as we know it. By way of Japan, now over on the West Coast, Harujun.
This is going to be very exciting. So so Jun used his
he used his override.
He used his override. Paul has not, I don't think.
Paul has not. So
it'll be interesting to see if Paul breaks it out here or if Paul feels like he's got it.
I think I'm not going to speak for for Paul here. But I'm almost certain he's going to go ahead and use that override on this set.
Yeah.
I mean, you see how Harujun has been playing. Harujun has been playing out of his mind since he got knocked down to loser side. And as we saw before with Kevin Bodie and Harujun before, it's time to throw all your cards on the table. No holding back. It is do or die here. No second chances after this. There's no second chance pull from here on out. If you lose, you are out. Tied for 5th place. So based off of that, it won't be surprising to see Paul cash in his override right now, especially against June, who has the fortune of having youth on his side.
Yep.
And also, I'm also not going to speak for chat, but having the chat buff, not only from the Twitch chat and YouTube over here in America, but also Japan, doing the darn thing. All right, chat, we're going to go here and watch these two warm up, do what they got to do. We're going to go ahead and get a peek inside of the workings of this next match. A little teaser, if you will. It's definitely going to set the mood, set the stage for what's going on.
The crazy part, though, is that as we're talking about whether or not Paul uses his override, if Paul wins against June, whoever wins in this match plays the winner of Squid and Chris.
Ooh.
And it's always, I do not envy being in their position and having to decide to burn that now. You know, I'm the guy in an RPG that ends the game with 8,000 potions.
Yeah.
Up against the final boss, and I'm like, well, what if I need this later?
The good old classic mind
Order.
goblins. The mind goblins.
It's such a tough choice. You gotta weigh your strengths, but also it's the card. You do get to see the card before you have to pull the trigger, but it'll be exciting to see.
All right, so next up on the warm-ups, we have Gaia. We saw it earlier. We saw it in pools. A song, as we talked about, and by me saying this caused quite a bit of discourse in the chat. Roger Clark, take it up with him, claims this song is free for a 16. Now, on one end, he does have a point here. If you are, if you are new to 16s and you want to get a good 16 clear, Gaia is a solid chart to go for. It is pleasantly late, which in DDR Whitecap terms means, hey, it's pretty on sync. However, the twist with it is that it does have stops and BPM changes, which in DDR causes the sync to drift. So it's a pretty good pick to warm up on because you can lock in, get it dialed in really, really early. But as a high level player, it keeps you on your toes to be aware of the nuances of the sync, of the beat, of the sync of songs like this. That being said, I've just been informed by our TO that both players have elected to not take their third warm-up song. So after this, we are going to go right into our card draw.
Spicy.
And get things going. All right, chat. All right, chat. So this is your last chance to get a peek.
And since it's that time, let's talk about the $1 bills, y'all.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Because we got a $10,000 prize pool, but if you haven't been on the website yet, you may not know how it's being split up. Let's talk about it. Starting from the bottom, 7th and 8th place go home with $300 each.
Oh, so everybody
Bodie,
getting money. Everybody getting money today.
Kevin Bodie, Kaze 573, Hudson, $300 each. 5th, 6th place, $500 each.
Ooh, that's not bad.
It's a new L-Tech right there. You make it above that. 4th place, $800. 3rd place, $1,200.
A stack and a 5th? Unbelievable.
2nd place, like the number 2, we'll multiply that by 2, take that $1,200, it becomes $2,400.
Woo!
$2,400.
A double dozen. Wow. So tell me, keep us in suspense no longer. What is that first place walking home with?
4G.
4 racks. Oh my God. Chat, if you think that they are not going to put everything on the line to absolutely go crazy, you are sorely mistaken.
Hold on, this copy pasta.
This is by
right
far
now,
my favorite copy
if you
pasta
are a
of
loved
the
one was
tournament.
diagnosed with Degris, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Degris is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. Exposure to asbestos in the Navy, shipyards, mills, heating, construction, or the automotive industries may put you at risk. Please don't wait. Call 1-800-99-LAW-USA today for a free legal consultation and financial information package. Degris patients, please call 1-800-99-LAW-USA. We're going to have to change it to Law CAN if Nate takes this one.
Chat, first of all, let's point out something. We have across Twitch and YouTube 815 viewers. It's locked in.
It is almost 12:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 on the East Coast.
Chat, I want to give it up to you. Thank you so much. You have been absolutely undefeated with the memes, the copy pasta, the hype, keeping us delivering the accurate information and bringing the hype. We thank you so much. So, Tizza, it looks like you got something there.
You can't see because I have a mask on, but I have like the biggest Cheshire Cat smile on my face.
Tizza, is that the card draw?
It is the card draw.
Can you please tell us what's going on with this card draw?
First up, Paul's Protect.
Ooh.
PARANOiA, kskst again. We saw Paul rip this in warm-ups.
It's
June's Protect number 2. Over the period expert.
Ooh.
We got another 19 baby brother. June's been ripping on Endymion expert. The 3 songs left for the tiebreaker if we go to it. Neutrino expert.
Talk to me.
Truare expert 16. And it's back to Hoku Evolve.
Oh my goodness.
But the expert, not the challenge.
Yes. We're gonna bring it down a little bit.
But wow, we are getting RNGesus is kind to us today. We are getting some great cards. We are seeing strength versus strength. We are seeing rip versus rip.
Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and jack in right here. So, I was proven wrong. Paul choosing not to use his override.
Yep.
Banking on the fact that he is going to make it out and save that override for what would likely be Chris for life in the next round.
Yep. We'll see if the gamble pays off.
So far, it looks like it is, but Harujun saying, nah, not that easy. Here we go. Picking up his first perfect at the freeze.
That polar vortex is pretty messed up. There is way too much snow in Denver for this time of year.
All right, Paul finally breaking his marvelous combo at 175 steps. We are now in PSC territory. Paul up by about, it's kind of waver right now.
4?
It kind of bounced right there. It looked like Harujun did pick up some perfects right there.
Yeah.
It's about 10 points right now. Anything can happen. Here we go. 10-point difference.
Stupidly consistent on this song. Did we just get raided?
What just happened? All right, no. Let's face it. Yep. There's some good ass DDR going on over here. Here we go, chat. Really close. Still within about 10 points. Oh, here we go. Oh no, Harujun picked up a miss.
Paul got 2 on the ending run. PFC's the song. 11? Are you kidding me? This is too much.
Paul showing that he is feeling some type of way about that last match. The duck in full effect. I don't blame him. That worked out. Choosing not to use his override and instead sticking with a chart that he is very, very confident with, which is a massive risk. Harujun has been smacking that song all week. It's been amazing. All right, I read that wrong.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Oh, come on, T.O. T.O. messing with us.
Over the period. So one of June's many strengths, all the players at this point, you could write a list of their strengths longer than your arm, but June is an incredible chart studier. He knows the ins and outs of these charts. He plans how he wants to attack them. He knows the nuances of tempo changes and stops and sync drifting. That's why you see him leaning on, you know, like Endymion Expert a lot, because he has a great understanding of all of the weirdness that makes that song hard, in addition to just the technical wizardry he has.
All right, chat, we are locked in. Paul looking to shut this out with a quick 2-0. Harujun on tournament life right here. Already with a strong start to run this back and take it to the veto round. Send your faves your energy right now.
Ooh, June. Beautiful.
Crisp MA coming from both of them.
Keeping it close. Ooh. Paul's up by 3. But there's going to be a lot of stuff flying in.
All right. The break section. June still sitting on that lovely PFT. However, 10 behind Paul.
I love June's go stepping.
All right, let's see June. Gets the sudden plus slap clean.
He's got those long legs, man.
Here we go. Paul taking a risk, missing his sudden slap, which gave June what he needed to edge out into the lead. Here we go, last section. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, chat. Anything can happen.
Big drill into the big jacks.
All right, here we go. This is gonna decide it. It's gonna decide it right here, chat.
Oh. June!
Comes back at the end.
What a play! So many lead changes. 71, 15-3-5. June cheers from the crowd. They are gassed.
Oh,
both of them.
My God. Unbelievable. Yeah, Paul had a pretty stable lead with the early great, but still maintaining the better MA, and it all kind of unraveled when he missed his sudden slap.
Yeah. The song is so relentless that it's like walking a tightrope playing over the period. Like, if you get a little bit nudged off, the margin is so thin that once you start falling off, you're just gone. It's so hard to find your way back in all that density and all that tech.
Chat, here we go. It's gonna come down to this. The veto round. Harujun with an amazing set, playing out of his mind right there, just like we called earlier on against CHUNKA. Paul, who I'm sure is not too thrilled about having to take this to the third.
Yep.
The protects working out in each player's favor at this point.
A 16. Oh, are we getting Truare? Oh my God, we are.
Truare.
Oh my goodness. So I don't know. Okay, so Paul's got 19 on this, so Lord.
June has 50.
So Paul likes nasty, tricky stuff.
Yes.
He likes his teal swing notes in ITG, 24s. He likes crossovers. Crossover tech incredibly clean on Paul. So this could be his bag. Now at the same time, we saw June rip Sweet Home Party earlier in the tournament. We see him You know, I was saying earlier, he is a studier. He is a fountain of chart knowledge.
So, chat. Now I've been having you push buttons. It's your time to push buttons. Send your spirit energy to your face. If you want Paul to walk away with this, let me get some ducks in the chat. Let me get some quacks in the chat. If you want June to win this, let me see some Japanese flags. Let me get some yabai. Either way, here we go. We're about to get some good ass CDR. Let's get this.
Those step jumps so mean. This song throws the kitchen sink at you in terms of patterns. Gallops, crossovers, repeating steps, step jumps, jacks, Scoobies.
And on top of it, the song is later than the checkout at the hotel venue tomorrow. It's absurd. So it's even more impressive that both players are navigating this so beautifully. As of right now, Paul ahead by 8 points. Harujun with a substantial upscore, pacemaker at plus 13. Here we go.
Paul's up by about 12. Paul's crossovers are just immaculate, man. Oh my God. Oh, that's great. But Paul was
And there we have it. Chat. Paul is going to move on in the winner's bracket as he takes it.
23 and the 1 grade. June matched his PB of 50 and the 1 grade. Paul starting the big June cheer. Love the camaraderie on these pads. Love the sportsmanship. Everyone's so happy for each other. Showing love, giving respect.
Chat, give it up for Harujun and Paul CHUNKA in this absolutely stunner of a match. We're going to find out later after the results of this next match. June's walking home with some money. His pockets are a little heavier, but how heavy is what we're going to find out.
June getting $500 for 5th, 6th. Which is a lot of money for a 15-year-old. I don't know if his dad's going to let him spend that all at once.
I don't know, but
Put that in a savings account, young man. Learn the value of money.
all right, Dad. Thanks, Dad. But no, shout out seriously. Shout out seriously to Zippo, Harujun's awesome support system. I'm looking at both of them directly in the audience. Mama Bear is smiling. Dad is super happy. June put on a hell of a performance. Absolutely something to go on Twitter and brag about. June, you did absolutely amazingly. We are so proud of you. We look forward to you shaping the future of Dance Dance Revolution as we know it.
Yeah, 6th place at 15 years old on this incredibly stacked ass field. Taking down Kevbo.
Man,
Like,
killer.
yeah.
So,